There have been quite a lot of interesting characters in Star vs. the Force of Evil so far, and at this point, many of them have not gotten all the attention they deserve, or we have not learned much about them. The character I would like to talk about today is Miss Heinous and her correlation to the Butterfly family. So a little background on the character first. Miss Heinous is the head mistress at St. Olga's Reform School for Wayward Princesses. She has only been seen so far in episode 19. At the Reform School, troublesome princesses are brought in by their families to be transformed into normal princesses, and this is done by a lot of brainwashing. What is interesting is that Miss Heinous herself is brainwashed and desires to keep it that way. She does not want to show any individuality, and the desire to be like this probably came about from some important past events. However, her most notable feature, and the reason for this video, is that she has club-shaped marks on her cheeks, but they only appear when she cannot control her emotions. They do fade after she regains her composure. At first, this may not seem like a big deal because it could just be a normal thing for some humans to have cheek symbols, but then the question of why she was trying to hide them arises. Taking a look at the symbol itself, we have a club. This is one of the 4 French suits in a deck of cards. The other 3 are a heart, a diamond, and a spade. Putting aside the spade symbol for a moment, we definitely have seen the other 2. Star has a heart symbol on her cheeks, and her mother, the queen, has the diamond symbols. Because these symbols are all correlated to each other, and Miss Heinous does not have an unrelated symbol like a circle or a star, we can assume that she has some connection, possibly even a familial one, to the Butterfly family. She could in fact be Queen Moon's sister, or someone closely related to her. Her name does sound like Heinous, after all. Why she would want to hide this fact could be due to not becoming queen despite wanting to be one. Consequently, she wanted to distance herself from the royal family. But then it's interesting to note that she runs a school for princesses, so she did not distance herself too much. What we do know is that after meeting Star and Marco, she's very angry and wants to track them down. This brings me to the point of the Spade's character. As of now, we have not seen any character with the Spade symbol on their cheeks. One possibility is that the Spade's character is Miss Heinous' daughter, and just like Miss Heinous, she could have some hatred towards the royal family. This would bring some great parallels to the card suits. For example, the heart and diamond symbols are both red, while the club and spade symbols are black, so they are in pairs already. This makes sense because the heart and diamond symbols are found on a mother and a daughter, so it is logical to assume that the spade suit would also be on a daughter. Now I could start speculating on the traits of this character by looking at how spades are described in certain card games. Some of these traits do match up well with Star and her mother, Miss Heinous, but definitely not everything, so that might not be the best thing to do at this moment. This is kind of like in Steven Universe, where the gems do have some traits that their gems are commonly associated with, but a lot of the times the personalities of the characters don't quite match up to these traits. So right now, all I want to say for certain is that the Spade character will be associated with Miss Heinous. Now of course I could be totally wrong and the Spade character could be someone entirely unrelated to Miss Heinous, or could even be male. We do not really know anything yet about the rules of the cheek symbols and who can have them, so it's pretty hard to rule out anything just yet. Hopefully we see more of this in season 2. Yet if in fact the Spade character is a parallel to Star due to being Miss Heinous' daughter, she could be the one to obtain the other half of the wand fragment instead of Marco. This could give Star another force of evil to battle with. So that's all I have for this theory. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and see my videos as soon as they are uploaded. This probably isn't your first Star vs. the Force of Evil theory video of mine that you have seen, but if it is, then make sure to check out my other 2 theories. One is about what Marco may possibly become, and the other is about Toffee's past and his association with the Butterfly family. Also, if you want your artwork or music featured in a video of mine, I have wrote the rules in the description below to maximize your chances of doing so. Thanks for watching!